Well, welcome back to Myriad Uranium's channel with globalizing uranium exploration assets during a time where uranium is just going absolutely parabolic. To talk about the uranium price, talk about some of the projects and future prospects. Of course, we have Thomas, the CEO, joining us as always. Welcome back, sir.
Great to see you, Kyle.
Pleasure to get you back on. So I guess because you kind of got a little bit more expertise than I do in the field, do you want to talk a little bit about some of the supply and demand constraints currently going on with the uranium price hitting like $80? It looks like if this keeps up, we could be going to all-time highs here just with uranium prices.
Well, you can see the smile on my face. I'm in the uranium business, and this is our time again. It really is a supply and demand issue. There is no supply for those that have to dip into the market to, on short notice, acquire uranium. It's just not on offer out there. So you have to really bid up to get some, and even that is, there's not a lot available. The dynamics, the situation is very interesting. You've got the big producer in Kazakhstan, and of course you got Canada and Australia and others, but big producer in Kazakhstan, or being Kazakhstan, is surrounded by China and Russia, and both of those countries have gone in and got a bit of a lock on Kazakh production. It may not look it from the outside, but they're squeezing if you kind of understand what's going on there. Of course, China's right on the border. They're building a big physical supply of uranium just across the border on the Chinese side, but they're getting it from Kazakhstan. China's building a lot of new big reactors that are going to require a ton of uranium. Everybody is scrambling for it. The West, because of the Russia-Ukraine situation, some other issues, or the West is trying to secure its own supply, does not rely on Russian processing and export out of St. Petersburg. And that is a process that's been started already. But everybody's scrambling. Where are they going to get the uranium? And so it's exciting times. Also, production. It takes a long time to build a uranium mine, get it started, especially in advanced countries. And there's only really Global Atomics DASA in Niger that is coming on stream soon. And of course, Niger is troubled. It's just had a coup. There's uncertainty there, although just in the last week or two, the U.S. government has said that, okay, notwithstanding the coup, U.S. development banks can support the DASA project, Global Atomics DASA project. So that is sort of partly being solved, but there's just these really important areas of uncertainty: Kazakhstan, Niger, the Ukraine-Russia situation, secure supply for the West, all these things all happening together. And just there's been a lot of underinvestment for 12 years, 10 years, no new mines coming on stream, all of that together. Uranium's going up. It's exciting times.
Yeah, it is. I definitely appreciate the insights there, because it leads to the idea of discovery, right, and asset allocation, and just what you guys are going to be kind of building out in that base. So if you want, we just kind of maybe talk about and reiterate some of that pivotal news you discovered, sure. The data trove, kind of revealing that significant uranium resource that you recently acquired, Copper Mountain project, and then maybe highlight what your expectations are with Niger, because I know you've got some projects there as kind of some blue sky opportunity if things start to settle.
That's right. Well, as an explorer in Niger, it's a little different than having a massive uranium mine there. We're an explorer. So Niger represents a kicker, I would say, if you're a poker player, as things stand, but that will stabilize there. What we have, Myriad Uranium, we have an earnable 75% interest in the Copper Mountain project that's in the center of Wyoming. It's called Copper Mountain, but it's a big uranium project. It was a uranium producer back in the 50s and 60s. The Arrowhead mine produced 500,000 pounds. And then Union Pacific, big railway in the U.S., spent $74 million US, today's money, developing our project area, getting it ready to produce. They drilled 2,000 drill holes. They calculated or estimated a resource of between 15 and 30 million pounds. This is a conservative estimate. That's of uranium on our property. If you do the math, that's billions plus of uranium in terms of the top line. And then they estimated, this is back in the late 1970s, they estimated that 2 out of the 5 deposits on our property that they knew of at the time, now we say there are 6 deposits, 2 of the 5 had potential of over 60 million, 63.8 million pounds of uranium. Again, that's 2 of the 5 that they knew about at the time. So you do the math on that. That's also multi-billions and beyond value of uranium in the ground. Of course, we have to caveat this with the 43-101 rules in Canada, et cetera. This is a past resource, but we're going to try to make it current, bring it current, in which case, we've got an even more exciting proposition in Wyoming. We're in the world's best jurisdiction. Wyoming has produced 78% of America's uranium production. Historically, it's a very pro-uranium state, best place to be for uranium, and we have a super project that is new to Myriad Uranium. I invite your viewers to check us out, and I think they'll be blown away.
Yeah, definitely appreciate all the insights today. And I'll pass the question off to the viewers, but consider subscribing because as news catalysts continue to come into play, obviously we're going to bring that to you here. But on that, as always, we look forward to catching you in the next one.